Hello my friends, how you doing? My name is Frank, and in this video I want to talk about Asteroid City. I'm going to talk about some spoilers, so this is your spoiler warning. Now before we go any further, I would like to remind you to please subscribe to my channel here. It'd be great if you can make a comment and like this video as well. Every little bit helps. Alright, now on with the video. What can I say about Asteroid City? It's, definitely different, that's for sure. It's directed by Wes Anderson. It's about a play called Asteroid City. And when the movie is in black and white, that is sort of the reality. Because this movie is set in the 1950s, so it's a period piece. So remember, everything in black and white is them making the movie. So when we see it in color, it's actually them doing the movie. See, it's a little different. But the thing that I found very difficult with this movie is that there were too many characters, and there's really no point to it. But on the other hand, maybe that is the point, that life doesn't have a point sometimes. And that's probably why I didn't really enjoy this movie. I want a movie to have a point to it. I want it to have an ending. I want it to have a good story. Now, I'll give this movie creative points for not having a point. But on the other hand, if I'm going to the movies, I want to be entertained. I want to see something visually spectacular for my eyeballs. And yes, this did have some good visuals. But again, it was also set in the 1950s. So if my grandfather was still alive, he'd probably love this thing. But I grew up in the 80s and 90s. So anything in the 80s and 90s is my kind of movie. But this was set in the 1950s. So I'm kind of bored with this. Listen, like I said, I'll give it points for creativity. It does something very bold and different. But I thought there were too many characters. I didn't know what the point of the whole movie was, and maybe there isn't any, but I don't want that in a movie. If I'm trying to escape reality, I don't want to go to a movie and tell me that my life is pointless. So I didn't really enjoy this movie. But I want to know from you, have you seen Asteroid City? And if you have, comment below the video and let's talk about it. I want to know what you thought of Asteroid City.